Hey guys, what's up? So today I'm going to talk about how to play fast. When I was studying in school, I was very concerned that I would never be able to play fast. And I was quite worried about it. I'm just not talented enough to play fast. I was trying to figure out what to do. This video here is a conclusion of my time in New York studying and playing with a lot of people. Here's 5 points of how to play fast. If you follow these points, you will play fast. Please drop a comment and let me know which tip you're finding most helpful. If you like it, please subscribe, turn the bell notifications on. You can perfectly follow these 5 points, but if you want to go a little deeper, I also made 2 PDFs for point 2 and 5, and you can find that on my Patreon. 1. So my first advice is take a deep breath and tell yourself it's slow, very slow. What I'm gonna do right now is feel the A section of Cherokee in a slower way. So again, if I'm playing Cherokee 320 BPM, it's kind of fast. But instead of filling all these chord notes, 8 notes and 16 notes, and kind of being stressed about it, I'm trying to take a deep breath, relax, and feel it in half time. Here's Cherokee 320 BPM, and I'm gonna try and be very calm. 1 measure. So like you see, the point is I'm trying to not stress out. I'm still playing some 8 notes, some 16 notes, some triplets, but I'm trying to feel the groove in a more relaxed way. So I'm feeling this like, okay, I have this time and space. I'm not stressed. And I think that not being stressed and feeling the bigger chunks really helps playing it better. 2. Motion exercise. So in order to play fast, I would also practice fast. When we're playing guitar, I use a lot of alternate picking, but I also use a lot of legato. So this exercise here is really legato, and this is an introductory exercise for legato. Here we go. I'm gonna do a combination of hammer-on and pull-offs. You can do ascending and descending hammer-on or ascending and descending pull-off. There are quite a few variations. I'm gonna show you one options here, and you can check out the PDF for more. Ascending hammer-on, descending pull-off. I'm using my first and second finger on fret 5 and 6, and I'm hitting 1 string and playing 2 notes. That's basically the rule of thumb that we're using. And when I'm descending, I'm shifting directions, and then I'm hitting that and doing a pull off to get the second note. Now, when we're doing that, we want to try and have it as balanced as possible and in control as much as possible. For example, then the same thing with fingers 1 and 3. One and 4. 1 and 4, major third. 1 and 4, a fourth. You can go to trident if you really feel like. And the 5th is probably the most important one. And don't forget the nose one. But don't do the 5th, that was a joke. And then I would actually play all these in tempo with a click or with a groove. You can also do grouping of 3 or 4. I feel like it's helpful because if you know these shapes, you can also change the shape later on and get things like that. That's where the music starts. 3. Slow things down and let your system learn the information. A lot of times when we need to play something fast, we memorize the physical motion, the kinesthetic memory, the muscle memory of it. But it's not enough. We need to hear it clearly and really tag those colors. So if I'm just playing a partner melody like so I can just kind of play it without paying attention, and then it would be much harder to really hear it and actually play it accurately. But if I'm slowing it down and listening, I'm actually learning what's happening there, and therefore I could fast forward and play it much faster because I understand what I'm saying. So the way to do that is by slowing it down to 0. For example, fa, mi, fa, do, la, sol, diez, la, do, mi, sol, fa, and like listening to the tension and release. Four, anticipate where you're going. So a lot of times when we're playing music, we're kind of in the moment playing the chord change, and then these chord changes kind of keep bumping and jumping on us. But a good way to have a little bit more time is anticipating and trying to imagine where we're going. So if I'm playing rhythm changes or I'm playing Cherokee and it's really fast, I might plan ahead a little bit and imagine the sound color. Even if it's not as clear line as, maybe I'll kind of imagine the sound of diminished or the sound of augmented. And it doesn't have to be the exact line of, but it could be just the sound color. And then once this truck is coming closer, I can see, oh, it's a red truck with this diminished sound. So it's a little blurry in the beginning, but the closer it comes, we can hear it more accurately and kind of make it happen. 5, sync your two hands. I'm going to show you a couple of exercises. There is a PDF, but you can of course come up with your own exercises. The point is getting our right hand as sync and in control as much as possible. One of the biggest challenges when you're playing guitar is actually the sync between the right and the left hand. It's something that took me quite a while to understand. If we can't hit the strings right, it will be very hard to execute it. So I started practicing right hand separately from the left hand, and I actually still do it every day. So the first thing I do when I take a guitar, I practice the open strings. So here are a few exercises. The thought process is this: I'm dividing the action into 2 separate motions. One is preparing the pick on the string, and the second one is releasing. So again, 2 actions: preparing, releasing, preparing, releasing. When we're practicing it, we're basically teaching our brain and our hands where the strings exactly are. When I'm practicing these exercises, I'll do 4 options usually. I'll do all downstrokes, all upstrokes, all down and up, and all up and down. So every one of these exercises have 4 variations. All open strings, downstrokes, I would do it even slower than that. All upstrokes, down and up, so alternate picking starting with down, alternate picking up and down. Now I'll do the same thing exactly like that, but now I'll jump one string. So I'll do E, D, A, G, D, B, G, E. So basically just jumping one string, so all down, then all up, all down, down. And then also you can do groupings of 2 strings, for example. Then the same thing, the same 4 variations, all down, all up, down, or all down, up. I would practice it with a click, and then you can do 8 notes, triplets, quintuplets, sextuplets, different variations. It's endless, but you don't need to do everything, just to make sure you're kind of a little bit more in sync. And I really recommend practicing it 5 to 10 minutes a day, the first thing you do in the morning, and make sure you do it. After a week or 2, you start seeing a very, very big difference. Thanks so much for watching and listening. I hope this was interesting and helpful. If it is, please share it to a friend that needs to get his up tempo together, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.